I was a zone leader serving with my companion, and we had this zone where it was all the areas that were the hardest. Little branches of, I think the biggest one was like 40. One of the elders was a branch president, his branch of 10. Branches that were just tough areas. Tough in terms of finding people to baptize. There was lots of work to do with members and less active, but in terms of finding people to baptize, it was a lot harder to find someone who was willing to make that commitment. And the zone as a whole had baptized like 3 people in the last year, which for our mission, for some missions that's okay, but for our mission that was a rarity. That was incredible that there had only been 3 baptisms an entire year. So we had this crazy idea, me and my companion. We're going to set a goal of 6, and we're going to baptize 6 the next month. We're like, well, can we do that? We kind of doubted ourselves. Like, is that possible? So we prayed about it. We're like, well, we received our answer. Like, okay, that's what we're supposed to do. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. And so we went to the zone meeting the next week. And we're like, guys, we feel like that we need to set a goal of 6 baptisms, and we're going to accomplish it. And everyone's like, okay. We had 5 areas in the zone, so 1 more baptism than the area. So every area had to baptize, so that +1, right? And we're like, okay, let's do it. So everyone, they were all new missionaries, and for the most part, they were North Americans. So their Spanish wasn't that great. They were new, so they were learning. Things weren't really in our favor. Just the situation looked. If you were to look at it and be like, wow, that's not the greatest situation to be in. But we had, all of a sudden, we started finding people who wanted to get baptized. Right? So we had all these dates. We had everything lined up to have the 6 people baptized. Our first week, it was incredible. Right? And then all of a sudden, 4 people decide they don't want to get baptized anymore. So we're down to 2. And it just came out of nowhere like, well, did we just stretch ourselves too far? Like, are we going to be able to do this? And we had to refine that faith, pray again, and we ended up baptizing 6, which for that zone was incredible. It was amazing to be able to do that. I left very soon after that area. Unfortunately, I wanted to stay longer and keep that going. But that was one of the greatest moments of my mission. The Lord blessed us incredibly. Like that success was, it was incredible. You can't say that we did that, because it wasn't any of us, wasn't any single one of us in the zone. It was God blessing us. We were able to overcome obstacles. We dedicated ourselves. We had faith. We went out and worked. The Lord blessed us, and that's kind of the key to missionary work. Have faith and work, and let the Lord do the rest. Do everything you can, and the Lord will bless you. And that's what we did. We did everything we could. I never had a zone more united, ready to go. I'll be friends with those guys for the rest of my life. Just what we did together was incredible, and what we learned, it was amazing. And that's probably one of my favorite experiences. That's probably my favorite experience of my mission. Just how incredibly the Lord blessed us, and because it was a month. We set a goal for the month, and how incredibly the Lord blessed us that month was just amazing.